Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video is all about Quarantine Exemption Certificate. Starting October 1st, 2021, those who have completed COVID-19 vaccination overseas are eligible to apply for a Quarantine Exemption Certificate to visit their immediate family living in Korea. Now, the eligibility criteria. First, the applicant should visit their spouse or their immediate family, example, grandparents, parents, son and daughter, or immediate family of their spouse, that is the parents-in-law. Visiting siblings, uncles and aunts are not eligible. Second, the applicant should complete both doses of COVID-19 vaccinations in India and 2 weeks since the last dose should have passed before traveling. Only vaccines that are approved by WHO such as Moderna, Pfizer, Janssen, Covishield, etc. are acceptable. If the applicant gets the first dose in one country and the second dose in another country, it is not acceptable. Children younger than 6 years old are eligible to apply for a Quarantine Exemption Certificate, though they are not vaccinated, if they are applying for it with their parents. Children older than 6 years old are eligible to apply for a Quarantine Exemption Certificate as long as they are fully vaccinated. If you are not fully vaccinated or you don't have immediate family living in Korea, you are not eligible for the Quarantine Exemption Certificate. And then you have to quarantine 14 days in Korea after arrival, that is 1 day at government facilities, and the remaining 13 days you have to do self-quarantine. Now, even if you are fully vaccinated but you have visited any of the countries with COVID-19 variants in circulation before returning to Korea, then also you are not eligible for the Quarantine Exemption Certificate. Now for this month, that is from 1st October to 31st October, these countries mentioned in this picture are the countries with COVID-19 variants of concern in circulation. So if you visit any of these countries, you have to do mandatory 14 days quarantine. The required documents are: first, copy of valid passport of the applicant; second, quarantine exemption application; agreement to the terms and conditions; pledge of authenticity; copy of your vaccination certificate, which you can get it from Arogya Setu app or Cowin app; government issued document to prove the family relationship with the immediate family member that the applicant is visiting. For example, birth certificate or marriage certificate, and copy of the immediate family members' alien registration cards, front and back page, and lastly the flight itinerary. Here I am attaching the forms for application like the quarantine exemption application, agreement to the terms and conditions, pledge of authenticity, pledge of supervision, etc. Now you can apply for the Quarantine Exemption Certificate online as well as offline. For online you have to apply through this site, and for offline you have to visit the Consulate General and submit all the required documents. Now for online application you have to go to this site, then log in as non-member. First click on apply for exemption from quarantine. Then after reading all the important points and informations, click on apply. Then enter all the information of the applicant. Next, attach all the required documents. Now since the required documents may vary by consular office, please check the related information provided on the website of your consular office, because insufficient submission of required documents can be a reason for the rejection of your application. You can check your application status from My Services and then check service status. Now the processing status can be application submitted, application rejected, or application approved. You will also receive a receipt of your application by email that your consular office is reviewing the application. And also after the results, that is the application result will also be given by email that your application is rejected or approved. So if your application gets rejected, you will be given the reason and you have to reapply for the Quarantine Exemption Certificate with a new application. If your application is granted, then you will get the email along with a PDF file attached to it. So you have to download it and that will be your Quarantine Exemption Certificate. Now things to remember after getting the exemption certificate. Take 4 printouts of the certificate. You must enter Korea within 1 month from its issuance date. You can use your exemption certificate only once. You are not allowed to modify any content on the Quarantine Exemption Certificate. You must get your Quarantine Exemption Certificate before your entry to Korea. You cannot apply for Quarantine Exemption Certificate after you enter Korea. And you must bring your negative PCR test report issued within 72 hours of your departure. So this was it for the video. If you found this video helpful, then please subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Till then, bye.